So welcome. Let's look at what we call program theory. When you're starting an intervention, you basically have an idea on what you want to achieve, but you need to put this in writing. It allows you to be able to visualize the key things that are actually needed for your project to kickstart, such that you know what activities you're going to implement, what will you need for those activities to be implemented, and what are the likely outcomes. So you need a framework to be able to communicate this kind of information. So using the program theory, you can be able to relate the things that you need for you to implement the project. The program theory allows you to have an understanding of how each of these components actually relate to one another. Remember, you have the inputs, the things that you need for the project to start, the activities that have to be done, and then the objectives, what you want really to achieve, what are the long-term outcomes or impact of the intervention. So you have all the things, and you need to have clear understanding on about them. This is very key in preparation, or also in preparation and also during evaluation. These are very important aspects. So program theory can be called a number of terminologies. Program theory is the common one, and also a logic framework can be one of those. Causal chain, impact pathway, result chain, theory of change, framework, performance framework. It has a lot of names, but basically the key thing is that you want to understand the inputs, outputs, the impact or the effects of the program. Basically that, and how they relate to one another. This kind of understanding is very key in understanding whether you're going to succeed or not. It allows you to be able to understand whether the program is not performing as expected because of a problem during implementation, or the problem of as a result of a theory failure. Okay, so you need to have that in mind. So usually you can plan with the program theory in mind, but sometimes you can still plan or have a program without without a program theory. Okay, so here is where you actually have the program theory in place. Okay, and then here is where you don't have the program theory in place. Maybe let me edit that just shortly. Okay, so basically you can plan when you have this. So you can plan with the program theory and such that you have a visualization. In this example, we are basically using an intervention that involves distribution of apples to participants in a given project, with the goal of making sure that there is improved health. Okay, so that kind of framework is what we call program theory. But sometimes you can have interventions that do not have the program theory, and we can call that the black box evaluation, where you basically have the program and what you expect to get out of the program. So the parts of the program theory include the inputs, the things that you need to invest into the program, such that you can achieve the desired results. So you look at the different resources, human resources, financial resources, community infrastructure, equipment, partnerships, collaboration, things like that. And then the activities, what will you be carrying out on a daily basis to bring about the desired change? Is it about educating people? Is it about distributing mosquito nets? Is it about giving out food? What are we going to be doing? And then the outcome, what results are you aiming at? Or, output, what results are you aiming at? And then what products are you actually producing from the intervention that you have? If it is about training, how many people have you trained? What services are now available and how many people have been served? Or if there are medical consultations, how many are they? What collaborations have you established, and what strategic policy changes have been made? The impact is the long-term or broader effects of the program on individuals or communities. Is it the overall increment in enrollment in primary school? Is it overall improvement in health outcomes of the population, or reduction in health disparities? System strengthened, sustainable? Are the changes in health behavior and practices also sustainable? For example, after implementing the program, what impact has it created? So you look at all those parameters. So you realize that each of those components, the output, the inputs, the impact, these are actually related to one another. Without the input, you cannot have the output. Okay, so they actually depend on one another, and that is very, very important in any intervention. So the program theory is very important, and knowing the fact that you need certain resources is very important in planning and designing interventions. It will help you analyze the scope of the intervention, and also it will help you come up with the monitoring and evaluation framework. But like I said earlier on, since it's basically a framework, it is very easy to visualize the nature of the impact and the nature of the project that is going to be implemented, and the nature of impact that is going to result from it. So basically, that is what we call the program theory, which looks at the requirements or the different things that have to be undertaken to implement a project to get the desired results. We look at the inputs, the things you need, the outputs, the things that will come out, and then the impact. Okay, these are the activities that will actually be carried out. Thank you for listening.